Have you ever looked in a mirror and asked yourself, who am I? Like, am I this person that I'm seeing, or is it just a body and a face and a bunch of habits? Or uh, do I even have control? Is the world already determined for me, or do I have free will? Who am I? Who has the free will? So today we were gonna dive a little bit deeper into that, and not to freak you out, but to help you feel more free, because René Descartes said, like, I think, therefore I am. So object and a subject. So let's see who you really are. So when somebody asks, "Who am I?" it's not that they're losing their mind, or it's not a philosophical meme or something. Oh, you're lost, so you have to find yourself. Oh no, I know who I am. You find yourself. Go away. Go find yourself. Uh, Usually people are like that because they like to be with themselves and they like to think that they know who they are. But if you never ask yourself who you are, you've never opened the door. And the question, who am I, is a door opener, a crack in a glass of how we usually see ourselves. And once that glass cracks, our ideas about your identity or the world or even time just shift. It's not that it ceased to exist. You're still there physically, of course, but just shifts. uh, this is where things get real, because you stop clinging to your character sheets. So what I mean by that is your ego, sense of self, that is ego, and it's built by your memories, your how you see yourselves, how you interpret yourself, your personality, and all of your labels, like you believe that you're a good person and those kind of things. And suddenly, you don't know who you are. You don't know if you are that good person. What is a good person? And usually that is very terrifying, especially for people who have been stuck in their identity. That's freedom, basically. Because here's the secret: you were never a fixed thing. You were never who you thought you were anyway. It was just an image you uphold, like presentation, and then you go out into the world and you're like, look, this is me. I'm so kind. I'm so polite. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Homeless person. Ugh, disgusting. Like he might attack me as well. Ugh. So we like to judge other people, and we like to think of ourselves as a bit bigger than they are. Or you see somebody is making a mistake, or you see an alcoholic, and then you're like, you know, lowering his humanity just because of his habit. Uh, yeah, you're not doomed to be the same person. That alcoholic is never. I mean, it might stay alcoholic forever, but you're never the same person ever. Like, even when if you're repeating the same mistake for 20 years, you're not the same person that is repeating those mistakes. Because when you started, you were making mistakes, and then a small belief crept in that maybe, just maybe, there's something wrong with you. There's something you need to fix about yourself. Or you're like this, or you're like that, or you carry some fears, or you played small because somebody taught you to, and all of those kind of things. All of those kind of labels fit in the identity. So, identity is also not something that is found. It's not something that is hiding from you. Identity is always there. It's base programming. You can, in psychology, it's called default mode network, where you're just doing things that you know how to do. Like, you don't question yourself when you go and clean your house, because of course you're gonna clean the house. It's dirty. That's why we clean the house. Like, what are you saying to me? So I'm trying to say that you were taught to clean your house at that specific moment, at the point where you saw that it's dirty. But if you put somebody who's cleaning more than you in your house, they're gonna think you're a dirty motherfucker, you know. And if you put in somebody who's cleaning less, they're gonna be pressured to, you know, clean more or maintain the cleanliness and so on. Even though if you don't think that your apartment is actually clean, it doesn't matter, you know. We all live in our system of beliefs. So how do we break the cycle, you know? I've tried so many times, and usually it was I was trying to do it with guilt or shame or using the word should. Like that word that I learned from my parents is the word that kept me locked up in my identity for so long. Like I should be doing this. Oh, I'm this age, so I should be like this, or I should be like that, or I should get married, or I should be like, you know, it's horrible. So you need to just choose to be conscious, to know why you're doing things, and just bring awareness to your life. That means being here now and realizing that. I can respond differently today, so I can be more mature, or I can teach, not just react to things and so on. So being present is what allows you to see your past as a classroom, not a prison. So if you keep on repeating the same mistakes in your life, or you just cannot buy a house after 10 years and you're such a hard worker, and there must be something that you're doing wrong, like just chill out, okay? Take a chill pill. The past is a classroom, not a prison. You're not here to replay the same story for millions of years or until you die. A good person is just someone who's learned from being a bad one. And a bad person is just a person who's just sitting in a classroom. So next time you see an alcoholic, or you know, whatever tickles your pickle, if you're sitting in a traffic and somebody cuts you off and you're honking there like as screaming, and you want to get out, you want to fight the person, after those 15-20 minutes of uncontrolled rage, stop, or you know, whatever your thing is, just focus. Focus on what happened. Focus on why it happened. Don't shame yourself. Don't put guilt on yourself. Validate your emotions because they're valid, but also understand that you reacted. You didn't act, you react. So if I punch you, you're gonna punch me back. But if I punch you and you don't punch me back, that means that you're not reacting. I'm not saying that you should be a punching bag. I have to say it, you know, you never know. So basically, when you ask yourself, who am I? And when you're confused with your identity and you're lost because you don't want to be the person you want to be, it's okay. That's perfectly normal, and you're not lost. You're actually finally awake to and being able to see what is truly in front of you, because when somebody is polite to you, you see the way you perceive it. So he's polite to me, and that's what you see. Somebody on the other side might see, oh, he wants to do this for you because he wants to ask you a favor. Or the third person might be like, hey, this person is not actually being kind, he's actually being fearful and doesn't want to hurt your feelings, or you know, step on any toes, because as a kid they grow up in different household than you, and so on and so on. So life just comes in flavors. There's really not something that is good or bad. So if you're asking who you are, that's empowering, and that is actually freedom. So good for you, mate. So if this resonated with you, give it a like, share it with somebody who's on the same journey, and share it with somebody who just needs a little bit of comfort and help. I also have a lot of videos about identity. This is a very short one. So let's keep growing. That's the point of napping. I'm also just figuring out this stuff for myself. So This is more for me than for you guys, and if you find yourself in this, perfect. Leave a comment down. Peace.